So I opened this video, and the first thing that I hear when playing this is the following.
Did I hear right that you have a stunt planned for June?
Yes, I have a baby shower on next Saturday, and I'm inviting the public to turn my baby shower into a golden shower.
What did August the Duck come across, man? Because that's some crazy shit. And he normally reports on some crazy shit. So shout out to him. We're about to have a ridiculous episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts.
Cue the intro.
See, now I'm uncomfortable.
Every now and then, I'll make a video that, with my YouTuber senses, I can kind of tell before I even upload it that, like, people are probably going to argue in the comment section. And usually, when I do that, I'll, like, jokingly say, can we keep it civil? You know, something silly. And I feel like that always makes it worse. So I'm going to try something different today. Really go at it, guys. Just get mean. But I will ask one thing. If it starts to go too far, if you find yourself kind of losing yourself in an argument, you guys need a uniting factor. Just start making fun of me, okay? Stop being mean to each other and just start making fun of me. Say I have a stupid mustache or something. Let's keep it not civil. Okay, I'll be back with the results of this experiment in 48 hours. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that a lot of you would read a title like the Bonnie Blue situation is disgusting, or, whatever the title ends up being. I never really know. I like to live life on the edge. But you'd read a title along those lines and think something like, yeah, isn't that kind of the point? And to that, I would say, you know what? That's fair. Bonnie Blue's whole thing seems to be doing shit that most people, maybe most people is an understatement, but things that most people are not willing to do. However, today we're talking about how Bonnie Blue has taken that idea and taken it to a place that honestly I think should be too far for everybody. Now, this is the first time I've ever talked about Bonnie Blue on this channel because I don't really give a shit about what a porn star does. If people want to make porn, if people want to watch porn, that's not something I'm going to lose sleep over. It seems like a lot of people have lost a lot of sleep over Bonnie Blue because she has done some pretty interesting things. If you've never heard of this name, if you have no idea who this lady is, like I said in the beginning, she's sort of infamous for doing things that most people wouldn't be willing to. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, last year she had sex with over 1,000 men in a 12-hour period. Definitely not something I see the average person going out to try. However, like I said earlier, a bunch of adults getting together to run the grossest train imaginable is not something I'm really going to lose sleep over. If they're all having fun, if they're all having a good time, who gives a shit, right? What I might lose a few winks over, however, is Bonnie Blue, who is pregnant now. If I didn't mention that already, that's important. Deciding to turn her baby shower into a giant golden shower where she's gonna let a bunch of dudes piss on her instead of, I guess, the more boring alternative of eating some deviled eggs and getting some gifts. Yeah, so recently Bonnie Blue went on a British radio show called LBC where she talked about, like, her influence and her pregnancy, and this came up, and honestly, I don't even know what to say about it. We're gonna take a look at the clip and then talk about it some more because I think this might honestly be one of the most insane things I have ever heard a human being say. Yippee, let's begin.
You have more, you're continuing throughout the pregnancy or so far in the pregnancy to do your work. And did I hear right that you have a stunt planned for June?
Yes, I have a baby shower on next Saturday, and I'm inviting the public to turn my baby shower into a golden shower.
Okay, so truly and honestly, I am not a prude. I'm a pretty open-minded, progressive person. With that being said, I think that even saying that sentence should get you sent to a federal prison. In my opinion, I think that doing something like this is an extreme violation of this child. Doing while pregnant is a thing that is morally debated pretty often, and it's something that I'm not really going to get into today. I'm not going to get stuck in the weeds because I think that this is not like a separate thing, but it's definitely different. I think there is a major difference between filming a porn movie while you happen to be pregnant and turning your baby shower into a porn shock value fest where you invite members of the public to come piss on you. This is turning the spectacle of everything that you would typically do while you're pregnant.
Got it. This child is gonna have a horrible future, bro. Imagine seeing how the baby shower went, bro. Tons of men's holes hanging. Bayaqhama mfethu. Yazi angizange sengayiva into efana njengale. Never kabatlanya for it. Yo, like people, yo, hi.
And into nothing more than an opportunity for pornographic shock content. Like, this is something that will follow this human being who has no say in this whatsoever for their entire life, because I promise you, when Bonnie Blue has a fucking kid, people are going to do everything they can to figure out who it is, especially with her doing shit like this.
You see, now I'm uncomfortable. I haven't been uncomfortable at all in our conversation, and you're delightful to meet. Now I'm uncomfortable. This is your baby. This is your child.
The thing is, we can still stop this. Like, it's not too late. Like, we can still stop this. All of this can still be stopped.
A few moments later.
Yeah. Again, my body, this is what I'm choosing.
She's beyond the deep end. Like, there's no recovering her, man. She's sunk deep down under. When you do these videos, you have to, like, be neutral. I was as neutral as I could. That was just a normal human reaction. This should not be happening. I decline. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been canulatonez. Make sure to subscribe. Click on that notification bell. Let me know what you think about this video on the comments below. And please make sure to check out my other ventures. Make sure to check out all of my social medias. And please, guys, I would truly appreciate it. Yeah, man. The content is for you, guys. It's always for you.
Too quick to judge my life. Who am I? I can find. Can you try and realize how me try?